There's a chilling paradox in luxury travel today. The more in danger a place becomes, the more people want to see it. From ice sheets melting into the sea to tropical islands slowly swallowed by rising tides, climate change has birthed a new genre of exploration, climate tourism. It's not just about ticking off bucket list destinations. It's about witnessing beauty before it vanishes, luxury framed in urgency, and selfies taken against the backdrop of a dying world. In a world where every untouched paradise is one wildfire, one flood, or 1 degree away from oblivion, some travelers are paying more than ever for access to what could soon become impossible. From Antarctica's fragile glaciers to African coastlines washing away in silence, these are not just vacations. They are elegies. Today, we'll journey across 5 breathtaking yet imperiled destinations, places where billionaires, thrill seekers, and environmentalists converge not just for the experience, but for the record. As the clock ticks down, these fragile wonders of the world draw travelers into a strange and emotional blend of awe, guilt, and anticipation. This is not your typical travel guide. This is a front row seat to extinction. Welcome to the rise of climate tourism. First stop, the Maldives. Picture turquoise waters so clear they shimmer like glass, coral reefs bursting with color, and overwater villas that feel like they're floating in a dream. But that dream is vanishing, with more than 80% of its islands sitting just 1 meter above sea level. The Maldives could become uninhabitable within our lifetime. Rising sea levels, driven by melting glaciers and warming oceans, threaten to erase this Indian Ocean paradise. Yet ironically, luxury tourism here is booming. Jet setters flock to these islands to sip champagne under the stars, dive among manta rays, and indulge in private island seclusion. The contradiction is striking. Tourists photograph paradise while the ocean inches closer to swallowing it. Local authorities walk a tightrope, welcoming tourism revenue while issuing global warnings. For those who come, the experience is deeply moving. Every sunset feels more sacred, every wave more ominous. The Maldives has become a living postcard of climate fragility, a place both precious and precarious. Some travelers leave with more than souvenirs. They leave with guilt, a feeling that their presence, no matter how well-intentioned, adds weight to problem. The seaplanes, the imported champagne, the artificial islands that have been dredged to build new resorts, none of it exists without carbon. And yet, these visitors are also donors, storytellers, and informal ambassadors. Their Instagram photos may fuel curiosity and critique in equal measure. Their presence may fund reef preservation programs or coastal resilience projects. The Maldives exists in a delicate balance between drowning and dazzling, between warning and welcoming. From the warm waters of the Maldives, we head to the icy reaches of Antarctica. This vast, glacial wilderness was once the domain of scientists and survivalists, but now draws wealthy tourists aboard sleek expedition yachts. They come to witness a world of endless white, icebergs the size of cities, penguin colonies undisturbed by civilization, and silence so profound it hums in your chest. But Antarctica is melting. The Antarctic Peninsula is one of the fastest warming places on Earth. Glaciers are retreating, sea ice is disappearing, and rising ocean temperatures are transforming ecosystems. Visitors are paying tens of thousands of dollars for the privilege of stepping onto this ancient, imperiled continent. They kayak through ice floes, walk beside elephant seals, and sip wine with glaciologists who warn a collapse. For many, it's life-changing, but there's an uneasy edge to the experience. By traveling here, they contribute to the very missions threatening the place. Antarctica is both a mirror and a warning, offering raw, unfiltered proof of what's at stake. Some cruise operators now provide onboard lectures, emission offset programs, and renewable-powered vessels to mitigate impact. But critics argue that simply being there, no matter how gently, is a disruption. Footsteps on snow that took 1,000 years to settle. Photographs of animals that may no longer reproduce in warming habitats. Antarctica's allure is part purity, part apocalypse. To go there is to embrace both awe and accountability. Our journey continues to the Amazon rainforest, Earth's green lung and one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. Spanning 9 countries, the Amazon is more than a forest. It's a breathing ecosystem that regulates the planet's climate, but it's burning. Illegal logging, mining, agriculture, and climate-induced droughts are ripping through its heart. Entire species vanish before they're discovered. And yet, the Amazon draws a different kind of traveler, those seeking reconnection with nature, spiritual healing, and ancestral wisdom. Eco-lodges now line riverbanks, offering ayahuasca retreats, guided jungle walks, and encounters with indigenous communities. These visits can be profound and respectful, or performative and extractive. The forest hums with the energy of life, but also with a ticking clock. Travelers are advised to tread lightly, knowing that what they see today may not survive another decade. The Amazon isn't just threatened, it's screaming, and in its echo, some find awe, others despair, and a few action. Some communities have harnessed tourism to fund conservation. Guests may sleep in tree houses built by native hands, listen to ancient songs beneath starlit canopies, and drink tea brewed from endangered herbs. Every experience is a story, but the question lingers, Are visitors protecting the forest or just savoring it before it's lost? Next, we arrive at Venice, La Serenissima, the Serene One. This Italian city, floating on a labyrinth of canals, is one of the most romantic and recognizable urban landscapes in the world. But Venice is sinking, literally. Built on soft sediment and threatened by rising tides and frequent flooding, Venice's survival is uncertain. The Acqua Alta sees on high tides, now submerges store piazzas more often than ever. Tourists still arrive in droves, lured by gondola rides, Renaissance art, and candlelit dinners. But they also come with a sense of finality, like saying goodbye to a friend. Some high-end tours now market See Venice before it's gone packages, creating a strange fusion of nostalgia and consumerism. Locals are divided, grateful for the money, but resentful of the crowds. The city's soul flickers somewhere between tourism and resilience. And as tides rise, so does the question, will Venice become the Atlantis of our age, or can it be saved in time? In response, architects and urbanists have turned Venice into a living lab for climate adaptation. Floating walkways, submersible barriers, and resilient infrastructure projects are underway. But nothing is certain. Tourists, meanwhile, stage dramatic proposals on bridges and film TikToks in flooded alleys. Some seek beauty, others seek proof they were there before the city disappears. Venice is a paradox, both artifact and survivor. Our final stop is the Great Barrier Reef, a living wonder that stretches over 2,300 kilometers along Australia's northeast coast, home to thousands of marine species. This reef is a natural masterpiece of color, texture, and life. But warming oceans have led to mass coral bleaching events, some wiping out half the reef in a single summer. The reef is dying, slowly, visibly, painfully. Yet luxury tourism flourishes. Private catamarans sail from cairns, underwater suites offer panoramic reef views, and guided snorkeling trips unveil surreal underwater landscapes. The experience is mesmerizing and heartbreaking. Divers now encounter ghostly white corals where vibrant ecosystems once thrived. For many, it's a moment of awakening. The reef becomes not just a place to visit, but a cause to fight for. Scientists, activists, and even celebrities have joined campaigns to preserve what remains. But time is running out. And for those who see it now, the beauty is tinted with grief, like watching a masterpiece fade in real time. Researchers partner with tour companies to plant coral nurseries, offering tourists a chance to become conservationists for a day. These gestures are powerful, but also a reminder that the world's greatest ecosystems now rely on volunteers and visibility to survive. Every dive becomes a vigil. Each of these places tells a story of beauty on the brink, but together, they reveal something deeper about our species, our desire to possess, document, and understand even as the world slips through our fingers. Climate tourism is controversial, yes, but it's also revealing. It exposes not just the fragility of ecosystems, but of our own values. Why do we wait until something is dying to appreciate it? Why do we fly across the world to grieve in paradise, rather than fight for it from home? Perhaps it's because seeing is believing, because no article, graph, or documentary can replace the feeling of standing on melting ice, watching corals bleach, or hearing rainforest birds fall silent. These are more than vacations. They are awakenings. So if you go thoughtfully, support local communities, offset your footprint, speak about what you see. And remember, the most powerful souvenir you can bring back is a photo. It's a promise to protect what remains. Subscribe for more cinematic journeys into the hidden cost of luxury, the ethics of exploration, and the places vanishing before our eyes.